Welcome, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day today. I don't know why you guys keep appearing in my living room. It's just strange. I understand that at all. I appreciate everybody coming. We have a good show for you tonight. This is our 35th episode of the Quarantine Comedy. We've been doing it every other week, which tells us we've been doing this way too long. Just when we think we're ready to go outside again, looks like we might be back in. So we'll be doing it for a little while longer at least.
Looks like, yeah.
So we are hoping that everybody has a great time tonight, and we want to hear you laugh. So if you're not somewhere where there's lots of noise, please open your microphones, let us hear you. You want to open your video, that's great. We'd love to see you, but we understand not everyone's comfortable with that. But we definitely would love to hear you laugh. We're comedians. We need the laughter. It's what gets us up in the morning. Definitely doesn't pay the bills, but you know, one step at a time. But I am your MC, and if you're not familiar with what MC means, that means mature comedian. We have a great lineup for you. Start off with, I'm going to give you a little bit of humor, and then we'll get some real comics later. I've been a year and a half now. We've been doing this quarantine crap, and it's been rough. And I don't know, did anybody else have that list of things they wanted to accomplish during the pandemic?
Oh yeah.
You know, first on most people's list, eat better and get in shape. I just didn't realize my shape was a pear. That COVID-19 has become COVID-49. and I really wanted to exercise. I was looking to try yoga. I did not have a mat. Yoga without a mat, it's downward dog on ice. Didn't work. I wanted to create a Facebook group. I wanted to create a Facebook group for procrastinating. I just kept putting it off. But I did have a job at a used car dealership for a while. Regretfully, they had to let me go. They said I wasn't. They were thinking, sign spinner, not naked guy waving his arms. My daughter decides she's going to move. It's been a year and a half. I have not exercised. 3rd-story apartment. I'm carrying her stuff up 2 flights of stairs. By the time we're done, I am panting like construction workers when the ladies come out for lunch. I am hunched over like a spring breaker after the 4th keg has been drained. The cat, who hates everybody, is rubbing on my leg, looking at me with those eyes that say, hey, if you're going to die, can you do it here? I haven't had meat in years. I did get the vaccine, and I am a little confused. Was it supposed to be the first shot or the second shot that gives you the mutations? I mean, you got to know about the mutations because you got to know what costume to pick for your crime fighting, right?
Yes.
I mean, seriously, get the 3rd, and you have not accommodated for that. It just looks like a hunchback. That is not a good look. I didn't get to do any crime fighting. I mean, everything pretty much went normal. I mean, my middle testicle was a little itchy, but other than that, I was good. I actually found out just yesterday that the vaccine will make you fat. That damn Krispy Kreme promotion. Free donuts, damn it. It's definitely been a rough time. I keep seeing these X's on the floor. Every time I see an X on the floor, I'm looking for that precariously balanced boulder that's about to crush me. Or that jet car. How many got my reference to Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner? Round of applause.
And now I get that.
I mean, Wile E. Coyote was
Woohoo.
for genius, right? How much money did he waste going after that Roadrunner? Have you seen the Roadrunner? There's no meat on that bird. It's all muscle. It's not going to be a very tasty bird. I mean, he had instantaneous drop shipment. Do you know how much that cost? I don't. Amazon does not offer that. And he could have had filet mignon every single night. Super Genius didn't think to call Grubhub and say, hey, send me some Roadrunner meat. But it is nice. We have really gotten a much better understanding of the human body. And the human body is a marvel of design. Opposable thumbs, interlocking genitals, my personal favorite. But who had the bright idea to put air filtration and food intake in the same pipe? And hey, why don't we drain our sinuses there too? Really, guys? You couldn't have done something useful, like when I see a pretty girl, my abs get hard. I am looking forward to masks going away, but it looks like they're coming back. And there's a lot of people that just won't wear masks. And if you run into them, here's a couple tips. If you're going to raid the Capitol, masks are useful. If you're going to talk to a reporter about raiding the Capitol, masks are useful. As a side note, maybe don't give them your real name. I mean, these people took selfies with the security guards. One guy had his business phone number on the back of his jacket. A lady live streamed a commercial for her real estate company during the raid.
God.
They stole stuff from people, put it on eBay under their real names. This was not insurrection at the Capitol. This was America's Got Darwin. I will end with this. I'm looking forward to no masks. I enjoy seeing people's smiling faces, being able to read their expressions, being able to accidentally spit on them when I talk. All right, that is my time. Next.
Woo.
Woo! Drawing a blank. Here we go. Okay.
There you go.
Hi.
Get me off stage.
Hello, everybody.
There we go. All
How
right.
are
So,
Yeah, Patrick.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
It's good to be here live in Zoom. It's a good town you got here in Zoom. Anybody, did you guys get into the Olympic spirit this year? I don't know about you, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't really get into the Olympics. I think we need to get some new Olympic events. For example, I think if you can wear a mask without suffocating yourself on your own fumes, silver, maybe a bronze.
Yeah.
Another thing that I think should be an Olympic event, going through TSA.
Yeah.
If you can get your shit back in the bag and put your shoes on in another 15 seconds, you deserve a gold medal. I am a recent alcoholic. I have decided to go sober. Pick the perfect time to do that. House. I'm not saying I had a bad drug problem, but you don't wear leopard print clothing voluntarily unless cocaine has been part of your life. I have recently decided to go sober, and I go to AA meetings. They are a cult. We were talking about this backstage. But you hear all these kids, they're like, my parents didn't love me. I was bullied. You know, Caitlin didn't go on a date with me in 7th grade. I don't blame the traditional things for my drug problem. I blame the candy and toys of the late 90s and early 2000s. My childhood is the reason I have a drug problem. Do you guys remember Fun Dip?
Oh,
Yeah.
What was Fun Dip but like kitty cocaine? Think Think about it for a second. It came in a white powder
Yeah.
or a green and a green bag, depending on which convenience store you bought it from. And it came with that like little white key. They were teaching us how to do drugs. They were also teaching us how to eat and dispose of the evidence. The Easy Bake Oven, that taught an entire generation of stoners how to make shitty tasting brownies. What about those little, they came at, you usually got, I grew up in the Midwest and the South, so this Cracker Barrel might be a reference for some of you that you're like, what? But Cracker Barrel had them for sure, those little wax bottles. You're giving your 7-year-old shots? Maybe Amy Winehouse was wrong. We do need to go to rehab. What about the Pez dispenser? The Pez dispenser, turns out there was no need to do acid in high school. All you had to do to break through the other side was just open Tweety Bird's mouth. I don't know if you all can tell this, but my cheery personality, I know I'm fun. I don't date. And it's not because of, I can't find anybody. I have to online date. That's how my generation has decided we're going to make them, meet our mates. Why is it that Pornhub can narrow it down to 10 perfect videos for me? I need 40 apps to meet a dominatrix. And I don't mean that in a sexual way. I'm looking for someone to replace my mom. Whoever just commented, it's dark in my room, this is my life. You're just seeing into it. Yeah, I'll put a light on here in a second. I mean, there's really nothing to see. If COVID proved anything, millennials don't have real jobs. For example, what is an influencer? An Instagram influencer? An influencer. Wasn't that what Hitler was? He influenced a lot of people. I bet you if he was alive today, he would be on TikTok doing the let's restore order to the Third Reich polka. Not only do we not have real jobs, we've had to make up our own currency. Bitcoin, Dogecoin. I love that my friends who have a following of maybe 4 people on OnlyFans have given me the great idea of investment advice. Look, Katie, it's great that, I'm glad OnlyFans is really working out for you. Let me literally on a little secret. If the bulk of your job search consists of Indeed, the virtual unemployment line, maybe Bitcoin isn't a successful retirement plan. What else do I got? I am a millennial. You can probably figure that out. We just a little bit of disparity. My grandfather, he was in World War II. They were the greatest generation. They were so great by the time he was my age. He'd already liberated a continent. Closest thing I've done to that is go to the park and liberate a puppy. No, say France, boy. Be free. Be free. Millennials, we can't even get lung cancer right. For example, do you guys remember what the disease was called if you vaped? It was called popcorn lung. That doesn't sound like a disease. That sounds like something my mom would try to sneak into her bag in the movie theater because she was too cheap to buy concessions. Honey, you don't need to buy anything. We have popcorn lung in the bag. It's going to be a Merry Christmas. Georgia, I've not seen the light. How am I doing on time? There is no light here.
You're 5 now.
Oh, okay. Well, I can keep going. So anyway, the best thing about COVID, like George, I gained the COVID 49. And, I think the reason I didn't get COVID was because I grew up, like I said, in the late 90s, raised by the greatest generation. So that meant my grandparents, not only were they showing me Sex in the City at an appropriate age, they were also raising me on fast food and food prepared in the microwave. I grew up watching my grandmother's microwave spark. I don't think anything natural could grow inside me. You remember like the little brownie in some of those frozen dinners? If you can survive eating Hiroshima itself, how do you think you're going to actually get COVID? No? It's tough room. It could be worse. So, I have been gaining a little weight. So I tried to go back to the gym, except I didn't really go to a gym. I went to Planet Fitness. Now, I don't know if you all have been to Planet Fitness, but it's a chain of cheap, economical gyms that, as a new member, give you pizza and bagels as part of your membership. Planet Fitness is the only gym that would help you lose your New Year's resolution. It's not a gym per se. It's really a golden corral with treadmills. So, everyone's like, Patrick, maybe you should get a personal trainer. Okay. The personal trainers at gyms aren't really personal trainers anymore. They're like faux motivational speakers. They speak in these vague phrases. Hustle, grind, winning is not losing. Okay. Hold on a second. I don't know how winning is not losing is going to help me up, but I'm not going to be able to finish this rep. For those who go to Planet Fitness, by the way, a rep is when you eat the pizza on the treadmill. So I'm feeling insecure about myself. I go to the one place where every man can feel good about themselves in a gym, and that is the men's locker room. Except when I get in the men's locker room, guess who's there? Old man with the dangling ball sack. And the ball sack, it's not that it's like in front of you. The ball sack follows you around the room like the Mona Lisa. There's you, there's the ball sack. Guess no one else has had this experience. It's fine. I don't really have any way to end this bit, but thank you for watching me. It's been a fun campfire. Thanks very much.
Let's give Patrick. The quarantine has been rough on comedians, so we have set up 2 ways. If you are enjoying this show, please consider maybe sending a couple dollars in for the comedians. This is how they are trying to make a living, and it's very hard to do that when there's not a lot of live places open, and those that are may not be staying open for very long. So cross your fingers. But we did set up on PayPal. It's paypal.me/BD Comedy. Cash App, it's $ button down comedy. The money will go strictly to the comics. That's it. Yeah, everything goes straight to them. So I said, send them a couple bucks if you like them. Also, comics, if you please put your social media information in the chat. If you guys like comics, please follow them on the different social media and keep in touch and see what happens. All right, our next comedian. Get them lined up here. This time I'll be a little more prepared. Okay. This is a cheerful dude from Canada. Please welcome to the stage, Marc Hallworth.
Hey, thanks, George. What a time. Let me tell you guys, I have done hundreds of comedy shows over Zoom, and they are so rarely this weird. What's going on? What the hell? Where is everybody? Please, everybody, turn on your mics and cameras if you can. Like, this show is only as good as you make it. So this is very strange. Is this a Zoom bombing convention? Where the hell is everybody? This is so weird. I'm looking at you, Brenda, Dr. James. I'm on gallery.
We're here for you.
You can't fucking hide from me. There he is. There's Dr. James. What do you unmute yourself just to chirp? Come back. This is crazy. Who goes to a comedy club and is like, oh, I couldn't possibly sit in the main theater space. Oh no. I'll happily enjoy this show from the washroom. Like, come be part of this. This is for you. This is great. I feel like I'm playing a video game and I haven't unlocked any of the characters. That's what it looks like. I'm like, oh man, if I steal 50 cars, I get to finally meet Tim. I'm looking at you, Tim. I don't know. What does this guy look like? See, this is what I mean. This is so detaching. This guy iPhone, I assume that's your real name, buddy. Are you at work or something? Yeah. Oh, okay. He's sneaking away. You look like this guy's looking like he's having a good time, but it's so much more terrifying on mute. I'm sorry. It's like body's shaking. It's like I'm watching an exorcism. Part of this. I'm glad that you're watching. Yeah, hiding away at work, but yeah, Dr. Jim, Brenda, everybody. Yeah, I guess I'm really just talking to Patrick and Matt and George and this guy, our buddy iPhone, and our buddy Gian. Is that your real name, Gan?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. All right, new friend. Well, this is fun. I know it's weird to do shows over Zoom. Whatever. Can I get anyone anything? Hey, how does this work? Yeah.
Did you say weird seduce shows?
It's weird to do shows over Zoom. Yeah, it's weird to watch them. Huh?
Seduce shows, not seduce shows. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm at the wrong meeting.
Is he hearing Sudoku? Yeah, I'm supposed to be at a Sudoku show. I'm happy to be there. Whatever. I'm not even very funny. I was only booked for this because my internet connection is amazing. So that's why that's why I'm on so many Zoom shows. And I do apologize if I appear nervous. I used to do this trick before the pandemic. Whenever I got nervous, I always used to picture the audience as if they were on Zoom. So this is fucked now for me. Another trick too is that you can always like imagine everyone in their underwear, but half of you probably are in your underwear, man. Patrick doesn't even have the lights on. Like, yeah. So, but I'm going to try to make it interesting, at least from my home. One thing that you can't really do live too often is goof around with crazy, goofy shit in your house or whatever. So check it out, guys. Hey, is this going to be the best goddamn button-down comedy show you've ever seen in your life? Huh? What do we have? Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. That's crazy. Holy shit. The spirit's on your side, George. This is great. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll introduce myself. Yeah, I'm a guy up in Canada. I'm totally, I guess, the opposite of Patrick. Patrick's like really angry, I suppose, or something. The first thing you need to know about me is that I'm trying to be a happy dude, and it's working. Yeah, winner, gagnon, ding, ding, ding. It's the best. I'm really lucky, obviously, to be in a good mood and a good space or whatever, and I'm taking it too far. I walk down the street air drumming. It's probably insane. I probably look like a dancing palm tree. But that's me. Quick, for the people that I can hear Gan and Patrick. Is anybody here happy? No. Yeah.
Sure.
Just straight up no. Give it a shot, man. That's okay if you're unhappy. If you're like, no, I listen to Johnny Cash. That's fine. Whatever. Do you, but you can't hassle me. A gangly idiot like me, of course, was gonna be in a good mood and whatever. Someone described me one time as human finger guns. Yeah, that fucking rules, man. My bones are made out of garden hoses. But give it a shot if you want to be happy, because I've noticed the greatest part about being stupid positive all the time, and I love it. Check it out. Positivity bothers everybody. That's the best part. Nobody likes cheer. Nobody likes a happy pappy. Uh-oh. And I can't help it. And you really get under people's skin, and they will be openly hostile to you. I'm flashing thumbs ups, and everyone wants me to drown. Okay, shit. That's the first thing you need to know about me, man. I don't care. I'm just a happy dude. I'm a hummingbird on Prozac. Just dig it. That's on you. The second thing you need to know about a guy like me, as happy as I am, I'm equally as poor. All right. So that might even things out. Yeah, please send in those donations. I'm dying over here. I'm living in Canada. Yeah, I don't know if this looks normal. Does anybody else have bars on their bedroom window? That can't be good. That's a concern. I legitimately do like being poor. It's kind of fun. You see things that don't make sense. You know you're poor when in your house you've got fruit flies, but no fruit. Jesus. Can't you bring fruit? It's in your name, man. Meet me halfway. Is Dr. James feeding his dog? Does anybody else hear that? I heard a can.
His stupid ass hound dog, sir.
That's what it is?
Hound dog, yeah.
Ah, cute. Right on, man. Who's the person? Somebody commented in the chat that, oh, Tim has no camera on his computer. Okay. Let me hear you, Tim. Are you even there?
Here, man.
There we go. You got my back. Wicked. Please send in those donations to save my career. I like
Save
being
My
poor.
Career,
Yeah.
like Cash App?
One day, like, well, here's the thing. I live up in Canada. I didn't even understand that I was poor. I did my taxes and I found out that I guess somehow I've been living $3,000 a year below the poverty line, which is kind of fucking crazy. But who cares? Hey, man, I'm happy. I'm surviving. To be honest, I can't believe it gets better than this. That's crazy. Apparently, if I buckle down and work really hard, yeah, one day I might even make it to poverty. Woo-hoo! That's my dream, man. One day, George, we'll do this show live and I'll be there being like, you get a tuna can, you get a tuna can. Like, it'll be a huge thing. That's the dream. Can you imagine leaving a Walmart having paid for everything? Like, anyway, sorry. I've said too much. But the third thing you need to know about me, because, yeah, let's review. I'm a happy guy. I'm a poor guy. And the third thing you need to know about me, and this is bad news for you, I'm sorry, but the third thing you need to know about me, this is my voice. Ta-da! That's my real voice. A lot of people think I'm faking this squawk, by the way. This is clearly my... Why would I fake this? Why would I pick something so shrill and buzzy? I sound like if a harmonica complained. Like, wee! That's my face. Wee! It's so shrill. And I didn't realize that either until my buddy... This is such a horrible thing to say to your friend. But my buddy was like, no, Mark, you got a shrill voice. You can't hear... Mark, you sound like if a seal got repeatedly punched in the throat. It's a crazy thing to say to your friend. And the worst part was that my comeback was to go, no, like very staccato. No. Damn it. I heard it out loud. That's me, though. I'm cool with it. That's fine. While I'm talking tonight, there's a fine line between, hi, I'm Mark, and it's all good. It's all the same. Who cares? I was always kind of a happy guy, no matter how like sad the situation should be, I guess. My birthday is on December 26th. Oh, so close. Day after Christmas, I came half price. Oh. And I don't know if people know this about, make some noise, I guess, if anybody here has a birthday close to the holidays. Does anybody, Patrick, you too? What's yours?
January.
What is it? January something?
January 1st week.
Oh, no. So do you ever get combo gifts? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you do. And they rope up. For anybody that might not know, yeah, you get GN. You're making some noise too. You too?
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
December 10th.
December 10th. Oh, no. Yeah. So for those of us, we get it, man. Sometimes you get combo gifts. And you're grateful to get anything. But a combo gift, yeah, what is it? It's like one thing that combines Christmas, birthday, disappointment. It's right there. But this is my favorite one. This one made no sense to me. When I was 9, for some reason, my whole family, it said from all of us, I guess mom, dad, everybody pulled together to get 9-year-old me a towel. Yeah. It was like such a bizarre gift. And I loved it, man. Whatever. It was orange. Good enough. Well, I don't know. It works. Because obviously, think about it, man. It could be way worse. There's probably a kid out there that's like, oh, man, you got a towel? Lucky. Oh, man. Some kid being like, I wish I got a towel. I just got a Kleenex. Oh, like, some poor kid. So that's the way I look at the world. I'm like, what am I getting next year? A loofah? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Even there's like always a silver lining. Even when I was 9 years old, I was like, probably, oh man, a towel. Woo, now I have something to dry the tears. All right. Like, it was probably fine. Is that too sad for this group? I can't tell. There's no cameras or mics. So whatever. This is very weird. Let me close on a thing like this. So I'm a happy guy, as I said 100 times. But okay, I'm so sorry to admit that nothing makes me laugh harder, as happy as I am, nothing makes me laugh harder than the sound of somebody giving up. Oh man. That exasperation of somebody defeated is so funny, man. Drizzle that shit on everything like Frank's Red Hot. That is so good. I was on a train at one time and we were stuck in between these two stations and nobody knew what the problem was. And it's very concerning. And then the announcement came on. This poor conductor didn't know what was going on it. And clearly he's like, attention passengers. We appear to have a problem. Yeah. On the tracks, I guess. This train will that's it. He just gave up. Isn't that the sweetest sound you've ever heard in your life? And the best part, he never came back to finish that announcement. That fucking guy's gone. That is so great. I was like, I think I just heard a man's soul leave his body. That's the greatest thing. So holy shit. I want people to be happy, but give up too, because it is so funny. Imagine being up in a plane and hearing that somebody's like, yeah, we're flying at 30,000 feet and what's the point? Jesus Christ, let the plane. Anyway, that's my time, everybody. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, George. What an insane evening. Cheers.
Mark. But did you get the clean Kleenex? Because I just got the old ones.
You got to use Kleenex. See?
So again, I hope you guys are having a good time. We're having a lot of fun on our end. But if you feel like you want to give something, please paypal.me/BD comedy or Cash App $button-down comedy. And even if you
Mark a washcloth, guys, come on,
please step up.
And even though, I mean, it's fine if you don't, but if you have a good time, please share this information. Button-down comedy. We do this every other Friday. Audience is key. If we don't have an audience, we don't have a show. So please pass the word along. If you had a good time. If you didn't have a good time, just don't tell it. All right. Our headliner for this evening. He witnessed an episode of Cops happening outside a Planned Parenthood, and his tests came back negative, but positive. He didn't want to be in the other girl's position. Still don't understand that intro, but hey.
What?
Please give a warm welcome to Matt Lopez.
Hey guys. No,
Hey.
you were not meant to understand that intro. I did not understand my life as I was at a Planned Parenthood in Fresno, California. All my life decisions led me up to that, and I wasn't supposed to make any sense. So all I knew is, I saw a very, very pregnant, 8-month pregnant woman chain smoking a pack of cigarettes and being slammed against a wall by a bunch of cops.
Oh.
And let me tell you, that was probably one of the easier births that I saw in Fresno. So anyways, going on. Hi guys, I am Matthew Lopez, and I already know what you're thinking. Red hair, Lopez. He couldn't be Jewish, but I am.
Oh.
And if you couldn't already tell by the sound of my voice, that's right. I'm from Boston. No, I'm actually from a small town called Sharon, in which we're famous for one thing and one thing only, which is our entrance sign that says "Now entering Sharon." Which was like the most consent I saw in 2020. So give it up for them for being progressive. Yay. I love it. Didn't apply to me when I was a child, but that's okay. No, I am Jewish, and my Hebrew name is Moshe, which I find very fitting. Oh, by the way, that translates into English as Moses. And I find that very fitting considering every time a guy goes down on me, he looks straight into my burning bush.
Oh,
And when he flips me over, he parts the Red Sea.
Oh.
I do really love being Jewish, so much so that I didn't really like a lot of other religions growing up, especially Christianity. I always felt like those Christians were trying to shove things just like down your throats. Just go ask the priests. But no, the biggest thing was though that the only thing at the end of the day that those priests could have converted me to was a bottom.
oh. Ah.
So I'm adopted, which explains this whole entire mess that you're looking at. And a lot of people have come up to me and been like, oh, so have you ever taken that 23andMe test yet? And I'm like, of course I have. On my 23rd birthday, I blew into that breathalyzer and found out I was 0.1% gin. But I also bought him for the cop and found out I had a little bit of Spanish in me to get out of the ticket. No, so another fun thing about me being adopted is that despite the fact that both me and my sister are adopted, my mother is left-handed. My father is left-handed. I am left-handed. And my sister is a bitch. No, speaking of my father, though, you see, my father, he always had such pride on his ability to hide things from me, like the big bad world or love. But one thing that he was really proud of hiding from me was the key to the liquor cabinet. And let me just say, up until 3 years ago, I didn't know where it was. But at the same time, I will say, Dad, the only person that was better at hiding things than you were, no offense, was my birth father, because I still can't find him. Yeah. So I was originally supposed to be named Joey Stubbs. That was gonna be my name by my family. I know, sounds like an old country blumpkin. For those of you who do not know what a blumpkin is, I will not take the time to explain this to you. Rather, you should know that it took this much time for someone else to get a blumpkin. Refer to Google. Anywho, no. So I was supposed to be Joey Stubbs, but the craziest thing about it is that I found out that I actually had more privilege in my life living as a Lopez. But I didn't quite get the street credit of being Jewish. You see, you tell your mother, oh, you're dating Matthew Goldberg, and she goes, oh, what is he, a doctor, a lawyer? Instead, she hears, oh, I'm dating Matthew Lopez, and she says, oh, what restaurant does he work at? It's California Pizza Kitchen. And it's in Boston, so it's not even like California. And the worst part is I didn't meet a Mexican in Boston until I worked there, and then I actually moved to California. I was like, oh, it makes sense now. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gay. I identify as queer. Fun fact, but I don't like telling a lot of people that, because the last time I tried to explain the political correctness of queer to someone, he was acting like such a faggot, so I gave up. So I tell people that I'm gay. Because being gay means to be happy. but being gay also means you try your best not to be positive.
Oh.
Speaking of faggot, I hate that word. Honestly, I would only use it in a very, very sarcastic way. And when I'm making a point, but I don't think any person should use that, especially a straight man. Let me just give you an example. I was at a comedy set of which I was the audience member of a headliner. And this guy tells a joke. And I started laughing boisterously at this joke. And he points out from the stage right at me and goes, "Shut up, faggot." Now, this was only problematic because he's a straight white male. So obviously I was super attracted to him. No, but what it comes down to is he's not a very good comedian. I mean, look at me. I am flamboyant. I have red hair. I have freckles. The least you could have called me was Faggoty Ann.
Oh God.
But also, what it goes down to is there isn't a single guy that hasn't called me faggot that didn't want to sleep with me 2 weeks later. But at the same time, I would never sleep with a comic who had the comedic style of Chris D'Elia.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know comedians, look up Chris D'Elia. Don't type in faggot. It'll find its way there. So after I moved to Fresno, I don't know if y'all have noticed that Facebook is super fucking creepy. It just peers into your lives. It reads everything and listens to everything that you do. But when I got there, I also started to think like, oh my God, Facebook thinks I'm like so accomplished. It started showing me all my ads in Spanish, despite the fact I've never done Duolingo. Todarabah, damn it, that was Hebrew. And then it also started showing me houses that I could never afford because I was engaged to a man much older than me who wasn't making any money, but Facebook, you know, has its faults. And then my fiance left me, my relationship status changed, so it started showing me ads for Smirnoff and Zoloft. So it's going well. Zoloft is higher, but Smirnoff is, you know, on retainer. Speaking of which, I decided to change up my taste in men because in all reality, my ex-fiance was 14 years older than me, and I could have waited for him to croak and collect on an insurance policy. But in reality, I probably would have had to spend more on his student loans and funeral expenses. And let's be real, I would never spend that much money on something I would never even go to. No, so do y'all know what furries are?
Yes.
Oh my God, wait, say a little bit louder for the people in the back. Do you know what a furry is?
Yeah.
What's your furry? Who said yes? What's your furry? What's your animal?
I'm a leopard.
You're a leopard?
Yes.
Yeah, from the look of it, you look just like a leopard. Okay, going on. So furries are people who adopt personas like animal personalities, and they take it upon themselves to like recreate themselves. So I find myself to love all walks of land. So I was very close with the furry community back in Fresno, California. And one day I went to one of their Halloween parties, of which, fun fact, is the one day of the year that they don't dress up as animals. And one of them came up to me and goes, "Oh my God, are you still a part of the group chat?" I was like, saw like 16 wolf dicks in about like 24 hours. No, I'm not. Why? What's going on? He goes, "Well, there was a great incidence of racism in the furry community." I was like, racism? in the furry community. You animals. All of you animals. What does that even look like? Is it a bunch of straight men dressed up as dogs and wolves, marching around like it's a straight pride parade going, we're not racist. We don't even see color. Was it someone getting upset about a comment being like, "Ah, excuse me, did you just assume my breed? I am clearly a male dressed up as a female Siamese cat. How dare you think I was Bangladeshi?" But then I was like, how do we teach the masses about this type of stuff? How do we actually make people feel better or be better? And then it hit me. In the arms of the angels. Hi. I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Today I'm coming to talk to you about people dressed up as animals, not animals. You see, my commercials set me so dark and deep into a depression that I've decided to change it up, make it about people who are dressing up as them. You see, next to me is a man dressed up as a fox, and he has been accused of being sly. Next to him is a man dressed up as a raccoon, and he has been berated with the age-old awful term, a thief. And next to him is a lion, and this man cannot go anywhere, walking down the street without having things thrown at him, and him being called a tigger. Yeah, that one's pretty deep. So that all happened in Fresno, California, of which I used to live. And I don't know if y'all know a lot about Fresno, California. It is in the smack dab middle of California. And when you take a really long state full of really stupid people and then you throw them in the middle, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be a shit show. And it was terrible. And I hated it. But one thing that I did take back from Fresno, California, was that the worst thing about it wasn't the teen pregnancy. It wasn't the crime. It was the grid system. They had a grid system for driving. So basically, you went north, south, east, west for driving. Have you ever tried to drive to work east, west at 4:30 in the morning? It doesn't happen, okay? You are staring directly into God's asshole, and it's shining light into your eyes saying, you shouldn't go and deliver blood to the unfortunate. It is horrific. After 7-car pileups next to my house within the first month of me being here, I thought, why hasn't this changed? Why haven't we done anything about this? Anyways, enough about Fresno. I will talk about Disney. I am a big Disney person. And one thing that kind of pissed me off was that Disney opened up their parks during COVID despite all of the COVID restrictions. And I was like, what are they going to say towards that? And they were like, don't worry about it. We always had Disney on ice. Yeah, Republicans too, you know, they said like, oh yeah, no, don't worry about COVID. But that was, you know, that was the great thing about COVID and Republicans. It turned a lot of them blue. Just look at Herman Cain. Yeah. He caned so we could run. Oh, so you know, a lot of Disney movies were being remade actually. One of which was the Beauty and Beast movie into live action. And I thought, okay, that seems all right. The only thing is I already had an issue with picturing, a cartoon Belle being fucked by Beast. And now I gotta imagine a CGI wildebeest fucking Emma Watson. And she's not even that good of an actress in it. So I was like, if you're gonna waste that furry porn, at least make it worthwhile. For gosh sakes. Hold on. Got a couple more. I've got a couple more. So another movie that was being remade was Alien versus Predator, but they had to stop production of that because Kim Kardashian refused to be the alien. And Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. But then they were like, well, why not make Bill Cosby the Predator? He's had a lot of screen time. He could be good. He's getting out of jail soon. I was like, wait a minute. We just got over the Trump presidency. We're just getting past COVID. I don't think we're ready for a Black Predator.
Oof.
Yeah, oof is what everyone said that he roofied. Okay, they said that. Oof, like that was their last statement. Okay, oof. Like if you had a monologue that was Bill Cosby, girls that like imagine like Bill Cosby being a wedding. You're writing in the memorandum section of the wedding book, and it's like I came here with Bill Cosby, and they leave with a fucked up signature. That's a doctor's way of saying they're having a stroke. Like, come on. How did no one notice this? Let's see. I have a couple more, and then I'm probably going to end it because I am tired. And fun fact, usually as a comedian, I have diarrhea in the mouth, but as a person with IBS, I've just had diarrhea today. So it's been terrible. It has been literally me visiting the toilet, and it's like me going to the principal's office. It's like, yeah, you're here again. Yeah, I know. You're not here for a good reason. I absolutely understand that. I'm better than other people. Yeah, but you're literally still shitty. Oh, damn it. Like this has been my day today. It's been my 24 hours. Fun fact, if I had a rapper name, it would be 50 SPF Cent. So sorry where that, but let me just see real quick. I swear to God, I'm getting to something good. Okay, I'm gonna end it on this. So I was recently in a bad relationship, and I was very open about a lot of things to people, especially in my relationship. And I told my boyfriend, like, yeah, I'm feeling this one way. And at one point he just got sick of it, and he said, you're like the boy who cries rape. And I was just so taken aback, and I was like, how dare you think anyone doesn't cry after rape? Because it's true. And very last but not least, I recently came back from a Jewish summer camp working as a camp counselor, and our mission statement was never turn a kid away. We were founded in 1904, and we took on orphans. So I can only imagine what staggering attendance there must have been in the 1940s. Like, come on, we're the East Coast, all these Jewish, but like the weirdest part was, how did you get the kids there? It's like you wake them up one morning, they're all in the orphanage, and you're like, guess what, kids? You're going to camp. They're like, no! And that's all I got for you guys.
Let's keep it going for Matt. Thanks everybody for coming. Please, if you enjoyed the show, follow us. Pretty much any social media, Button Down Comedy. We have these every other Friday. We'll post the times and the dates. It's always 8 o'clock on Friday. We'll post the dates and the links to them. So please tell your friends if you had a good time. Hopefully everybody will be back next show, and hopefully you had a great time. If you have any questions, please let me know before we shut this down. But other than that, have a great evening. Drive safe.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Thanks, George.
Lovely time.
Let me shut things down here. There. Okay.